In Chapter 16 of No Somniel Engage, we get Goldberry and Risotto. Goldberry has a ton of defense and mediocre offenses, and Risotto is potentially useful but requires a lot of training to get there. This map has a gimmick where the water level is periodically changed to open or close off movement between areas, and there's treasure on this map in the form of a recover staff in the upper left, but it's not worth getting, so I decided to go to the bottom island instead. I put Cord onto Alir and make extensive use of the Flame Dragon Vein to greatly throttle enemy movement, and I fare very well against the enemies, using the terrain to my advantage, but the area I'm holed up in is quite cramped. In order to make room for a risky play that ends up not paying off, I decide to have Panette fight some dagger users, but I find that her defense as a Great Knight is actually very mediocre and she is doubled and killed by a Griffin. Overall, it seems that in this challenge, any unit with either low speed or accuracy will nearly always end up being completely worthless, and this is not only because of the lack of external resources to patch their weaknesses, but because of a catch-22 situation for unit training. Without reliable damage, units cannot defeat enemies to gain levels, and without levels, they cannot defeat enemies, meaning that units that are not initially good can never really get off the ground. Even if a unit is potentially good when reaching their level cap, the sheer difficulty of the leveling process in the No Somniel challenge can make the prospect of using them a complete non-starter. The loss of Panette fortunately does not result in a snowballing cascade of casualties, and I manage to stabilize, cleaning up all the remaining enemies for XP, and then I defeat the boss to end the chapter.